Boy, where you been? It's TeeJay, the artist. You rockin' with me. You are the smartest, and we back with another video, man. And we're gonna finish this video. I know I've been holding on to it. There's been a lot going on. Listen, I react to NBA basketball, and NBA basketball about to be over. So what we gonna be doing is reacting to some of anything that's on YouTube. You feel me? So we gonna finish this. I'm probably gonna break this last little part up into two, and then we gonna watch this Skip Bayless one. And then we're going to do the other stuff. Then NCAA probably going to drop. Then I'm going to start dropping some stuff. We just going to do a lot of stuff on this page, man. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff, man. Let's do it. Could you turn me up in the headphones a little bit?
And after this, I'm going to be a little quicker with the shot clock.
I think the fan threw the fadeaway. You saying Kobe. Brunson and Jersey, you got arguing with these guys?
I'm giving it today. So
I'm getting to the next part because I think.
Okay, let's go.
Here it is.
Kobe and Shaq are the greatest duo of all time.
All right, here we go. What are the duos? The Kobe and Shaq. You got Jordan Pippen. You got Bron Wade. They better than Bron Wade. You got Bron Kyrie. You got Steph Clay or Steph Draymond or Steph KD. You got Kareem Magic. You got Karl Malone, John Stockton. Some duos out there, man. So we're going to see what they going to bring. I'm not saying that those are better than Kobe and Shaq. I'm just naming duos. But the only one that could be better is Jordan Pippen.
It won't go up to the
Let's see.
Hi, I'm back.
Okay.
What you
Kobe
got?
and Shaq are the best duo of all time.
Yes.
So Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen just don't exist in this.
No, they exist. No, they exist.
Okay, here
6
we go.
rings.
No, that
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
All right, ring culture. Matter of fact, let's speak on ring culture real quick. This ain't got nothing to do with the video, but Bron basically came out and said that not having a ring should not diminish, you know what I'm saying, your greatness in basketball. People took that, spent it how they wanted to, and they turned it into, well, why did he go out and leave Cleveland and go to Miami, and then from Miami go back to Cleveland, and why did he move around so much if ring culture don't matter? It's not that rings don't matter, sir. He's saying that it should not diminish what you do on that basketball court. And a lot of people have came out since then and basically stated like, yeah, he's right. Got people like, for instance, Tracy McGrady. It was actually him that said it. He was like, bro, I didn't have the opportunity. Where was I? He started out there in Toronto. He went to Orlando. He was supposed to do his thing in Orlando, which he did. He did enough. But Grant Hill was there, and Grant Hill was injured. He wasn't able to play with somebody. By the time he got to Houston, he had his back problems. It was a wrap after that. You know what I'm saying? If he ended up in a good situation, maybe Tracy McGrady has some rings. But we can't just sit up here and say like somebody with the ring is better than Tracy McGrady, though. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So it's just like that. The reason why it became a big thing, though, is because when we talk about the greatest of all time, who's the greatest of all time? The two names that constantly gets repeated and repeated. And then when you start to specifically bring up points, what do they bring up every time? Rings. Every time. And when it comes to LeBron, when they bring up rings, they also bring up faults. He 4-6 in the finals. Oh, I'm sorry. Isn't everybody trying to get to the finals? It's some people with a full NBA career without playoff appearances. And he been there 10 times. Ring culture started when it started getting into these GOAT conversations. Also, it's like the people that, for instance, Scottie Pippen not brought up in no GOAT conversations. Why? He got 6 of them, right? He got it just same as Jordan, but we don't hear his name. Because he wasn't the driver. He wasn't the driver. Jordan was the driver. So Scottie don't get in it. So it's like ring culture is like is Scottie Pippen better than Tracy McGrady? Tracy McGrady ain't got none. See what I'm saying? Who you taking, Tracy McGrady? Scottie Pippen. And why are you taking Scottie Pippen if you're taking Scottie Pippen? Well, he got 6 rings. That's the only thing. But when it comes to that court and that hoop and stuff, I'm pretty sure people will take Tracy McGrady. Ring culture only matters when it's talked about with LeBron James, bro. Can't say points. Got that. Can't say who the better passer. You got that. Can't say who the better rebounder, whatever. Better this, better that. A lot of that is leaning towards one side. Then you get to the scoring part. Scoring per season or scoring per game or something. That's Jordan. Scoring leader for 10 years when he was Jordan. Rings, Jordan. But then when they get to everything else, it's like, well, Bron got everything else. Then you just be like, you know what? 6 rings, I don't want to hear nothing. Cool. That's cool. But when you do that, you know what we're going to say. Well, a lot of people going to say Bill Russell. But then that's when it don't matter no more. Oh, it was only 10 teams back in the day. Oh, it don't. Still did it. Ring culture shouldn't matter because the logo only won one of them. But he 1 in 9. He done been there 9 times. He done been there 10 times. 1 in 9. That's the whole logo. Ring culture kind of, it is what it is. But that was my little rant. I'm gonna probably cut this part out and make his own video. Y'all probably leave comments. But anyway, let's get back to this video. Who the best duo?
They all exist, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so on what basis are Kobe and Shaq better than Scotty and MJ?
Let's rank those 4 players, shall we? Who's number 1?
You were asking, hold on, you want to rank them individually, or you want to, I thought you were talking about duos.
We'll get to that point, but
He kind of got you there, Lo. This is a duo conversation. This is not a who's the best. Nah, it's a duo conversation, bruh. Gotta rank them as a duo.
who's the best?
Michael Jordan.
Okay, who's second?
I would say Shaq.
Third?
Kobe.
And then there's a massive gap
No,
to get to Pippen.
not necessarily.
There is a massive gap.
There's a massive gap. Kobe's a lot better than
all right.
Scottie Pippen, but don't make it seem like it's like
You-
miles wide.
Mr. Hater, you fell right into that trap.
It is not miles
it's
wide.
pretty miles,
Scottie
maybe
Pippen
miles.
is an elite all-time player.
No, he's
he
a
not?
great player, yes.
And Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen are the best duo of all time. They got 6 rings together.
Mm-hmm.
They made, as you said earlier, the Bulls what they are.
Yes. Now let's get to that point.
Okay.
They won those championships in large part because of the team, not just solely because of the duo. I say this because Pippen wasn't the same player that he was in '98, and they still won. This team.
Hold on, I want to stop there because you're Lakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pippen, even an older Pippen on the Blazers, took them to Game 7.
And he still
and their
lost.
first ring, yeah, okay, he lost.
Okay, he
But they
lost,
had
okay.
a big lead in the 4th. We're talking about an
Which
older
he
Pippen,
ended up losing,
right? But
okay.
you're saying 98 Pippen was like washed. It's
No,
not him.
I said he wasn't the same. I didn't say he was washed. He
'Cause
wasn't the
still
same
took
player.
That Blazers team 3-1 down to Kobe and Shaq, all the way to Game 7.
Yeah,
right?
and he still lost. Okay, but the point I'm making is that it's
You can say that they still lost low, but don't try to overgloss that. Like, you're saying that they're the best duo. Scotty went to the Blazers by himself and he didn't have Jordan and still took y'all boys to 7. Do you think if he had Jordan, he could have got past y'all? See what I'm saying? With the dude, you know what I'm saying?
still was the reason why they three-peated has a lot more to do with the team themselves rather than just the duo in and of itself. Because again, Pippen wasn't the same player and they were still winning. We're talking about a team that
Over
still
6
had
years, over not
No, yeah, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying
like,
we're still talking about a team that had Horace Grant, B.J. Armstrong, Dennis Rodman,
part of
Tony
it, yeah.
Kukoc.
And who,
so these are
the Lakers didn't have nobody though.
name them.
Horry,
Robert Horry was better than any of the players I just named.
Rob Horry's a champion.
Name me,
7-time champion,
Name
yeah, for
me,
sure,
name me the
for
player
sure.
that's better.
All right, Lo, you kind of biting yourself, like you what is it? Biting yourself in the foot? It ain't biting yourself. You're shooting yourself in the foot. You're shooting yourself in the foot because if you're gonna bring up the Bulls role players and he brings up his guys and then you're gonna be like, well, were they better than them? It's an era thing, bro. You can't do that. Robert Horry was a big part of that Lakers team. Derek Fisher was a big part of that Lakers team. Let's not do that, bro. Not do that. Let's not do that.
Better than any of
Like let's come on, man.
them names I just named.
Got Derek Fox.
Derek Fox, who's that?
Sorry.
Whoa, Derek Fox. Whoa.
Sorry, Derek Fisher. I'm sorry.
Derek
Fox.
Fisher. Derek Fisher is better than any of the names I just named.
He's a huge part of that Laker team, bro. Don't do that. We talking about the duo, and you got you got him. I wonder if somebody else gonna be able to sit there and have a better argument than this guy, because you got him only because you were able to shift the conversation over here. It's duos. You said, well, let's rank those players one by one. You broke it up, and you said, well, the rest of the team was better than the rest of the Laker team, and nah, you ain't gonna get me like that.
Debatable. BJ Armstrong, definitely debatable.
Man,
Definitely debatable.
Are we done?
Yeah, get him out of here.
We good.
Definitely
Yeah, we good, man.
All right, man.
Get him out of here.
All right, man.
I don't want
That was
to
bad.
hear Derek Fisher brought up. I really don't.
Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Turn me up.
Go.
Oh, wow.
Show them who you
What's
are.
up? What's up?
This is definitely
Clearly got a Bulls jersey on. Come on now.
you're
Before,
here we are.
before talking about Michael Jordan and
Oh, he just finna start rambling. I forgot that.
Scottie Pippen, Kobe and Shaq might not even be the best 1-2 punch all time for the Lakers. When you talk about Magic and Kareem, they did win 5 championships together. They dominated throughout the 80s. Only twice in the 80s that they
Don't it sound like he got like a computer and he just rambling off like Chat GPT? This is Chat GPT right here.
did not make the finals. Kobe and Shaq, they might be 2 of the most talented guys like put together at once, but they had a lot of issues and the chemistry off the court stuff. They self-destructed against Detroit, which was very embarrassing. The Lakers were one of the heaviest favorites in the finals. That got very upset. So that's a big stain on that duo.
Well, I would like to say this. This is actually a really great point to why, again, the Lakers are the greatest franchise of all time. We're sitting here debating one Laker great duo versus another Laker great duo, so I do appreciate that. The difference that I would like to sit here and say, though, however, is that you say 5 championships. One of those championships that they won, Kareem was nowhere near close to the same player he was. He was out there giving you like 10 and 8. He was towards the end of his career. I think he was like 40 years old.
So instead of 5, 4. That's still more. All right, next.
He made the
last
clutch
one.
free throws in Game 6 to help the Lakers stay alive.
Congrats. But the point I'm making is that they weren't the same. Again, the reason why they were so dominant throughout the 80s, again, was more team accomplishment. The fact that the Lakers could go on a three-peat with Shaq and Kobe, and the next best player that people can name on that team might be Derek Fisher.
Rick Fox.
Or Rick Fox.
Rick Fox, Derek Fisher, Robert Horry. Let's not do this, bro.
Or older Robert Horry or whoever. These players are nowhere near close to a James Worthy, to a Dennis Rodman, to a Horace Grant, to any of the other players that these players
So you think Horace Grant better than Robert Horry, Rick Fox, Derek Fisher?
played alongside with.
Horace Grant was a great rebounder, but I'm not sure about that.
For them to have that same level of dominance that the Lakers had with just 2 players playing at those levels. The next best player was literally Derek Fox. Think about that, Derek Fox. I'm sorry.
Rick Fox.
Rick Fox. That's like that. That's what I'm saying. These are team accomplishments that people are hanging on. But we're talking about.
Come on, man. Give Robert Horry, give Rick Fox, give them boys, Derek Fisher, give them boys they props, bro. Because didn't Derek Fisher hit a game winner versus the Spurs in one of them games? Like, bro, come on, man.
Sheer talent.
Don't do them like
who
that.
the best duo is, even with all of the stuff going off the court, they still were able to dominate the way that they did. Still.
And one of the
I don't like when you have to diminish others to make people seem more great, and that's what he's kind of doing. Like, oh well, it was more of a team with the Bulls, it was more of a team with the Lakers in the 80s, but it wasn't more of a team with the Lakers in the 2000s, like 99, 2000. Come on, man, don't do them boys like that. Team accomplishment, bro.
titles controversial Sacramento Kings Game 6.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Jordan and Pippen 6-0 in the finals.
Congrats.
Why you ended with that? You should have been arguing for them the whole time. He brought up Magic and Kareem more than that.
We're gonna do one of you for this one, and the next person can get first dibs of the next topic, so y'all can pick. No, New Jersey.
Uh-oh.
No, you can leave in Jersey.
You
You already know who I'm gonna say, right?
Who? KD and Curry?
Oh, see, you already know what it is. Stephen Curry.
So interesting you say this. This is the same man who said that the Lakers bringing all the stars, but this is the duo that he's talking about. Not the homegrown duo, the duo that they brought in someone else.
I can argue either or.
There's no way you can argue Draymond or Klay Thompson and Curry.
All right, well, we'll start with Kevin
Yes,
Durant.
let's
We got
do
time.
that.
I'll go
Let's
to
do
them.
that.
So Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant, how many series have they lost when they have both been healthy together?
Zero.
right? Back to back, and they would have three-peated if Kevin Durant didn't suffer that, catastrophic injury. So when we talk about the best duo, they complement each other much more than Shaq and Kobe did. Because again, Shaq and Kobe's internal rifts in the locker room are the reason they had to separate.
Okay.
Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry had no issues, and they played the most beautiful form of basketball that has ever existed. I think everyone can agree there. Yes. We would all like to see basketball play like that, where it's unselfish and getting the right shot for the right player. In fact, they were so good that the whole world said that the Golden State Warriors were cheating because they acquired Kevin Durant, because they know just what would happen when you pair Stephen Curry with the player of equal talent.
Okay.
Kobe and Shaq are great, but
You're making good points.
Stephen Curry and Kevin Durant are the epitome of a 1-2 punch. It's unstoppable. And not only did we see it in the NBA, we saw it in the Olympics. Because when the world was on the line, the gold medal's on the line, where does the ball go? It either goes to KD or it went to Stephen Curry. Even when double teamed, KD knew exactly what to do to get Steph the ball. And that kind of connection is something that we can't even put into numbers or even into words. It's just magic.
Okay. Well, let's
It was actually good points. That was the best point out of the three people that have been up here, because they've been like Low has been able to just manipulate and get around it. So let's see what he say.
All right. Let's settle down. All right, so let's first let's talk about the chemistry and continuity between it. Sure, I'll give you that. However, I do think that Curry's inability to be more of a vocal leader did tear a little bit apart. Draymond was out there doing his thing, and that inevitably pushed him to the point. Matter of fact, KD himself said if there were more people who were vocal and more direct with him, then maybe there could have been things that could have been resolved between him and the team. So that's A. B, the best ability is availability. So your inability to finish a three-peat has to go against you. And again, I think that you said compliment. There's a lot in which they did compliment each other. However, I don't think they compliment each other as much as you're giving them credit to, because a lot of things that compliment Curry will have to be more on the defensive side of the floor while also being an extremely good passer, something that Draymond does. I think Draymond compliments Curry way more than KD does. KD elevated what they were already accomplishing, but nowhere near close. But again, the point still stands. You have two players on one team that was still able to do something that duo was not able to do, and that's three-peat without a Draymond, without a Klay Thompson, without all the other pieces. Think about how crazy that is. They were beating the San Antonio Spurs with Tim Duncan. They were blowing leads, still came back, still won. Even with all of these things off the court, they still were able to translate to a three-peat, something that only one other duo can say that they've been able to do. So that level of sheer dominance, while not even having the same supporting cast as everybody else in these conversations, furthers a point to what they were able to accomplish. We're talking about a duo that was taking account for 75% of the points being scored for the team and still winning, doing it confidently. And finally, y'all won, I think, 2017, and you only lost one game, correct? You were chasing that duo.
Hey, this was the first argument in this video that actually they went at it. The other two people was kind of just run on sentences, and Low was able to just take it over here, take it over there, and they just fell for the bait. This right here, this was a good one.
And again, with more talent, you were chasing.
You talked about leadership and being vocal. Kobe Bryant wasn't being a good leader because he went to the media and said that he wanted a trade. Kobe Bryant and Shaq were so, clashing with each other that they wanted to leave. So I can't rank a duo the best that didn't even want to play with each other.
But they did though. But they did play with each other. They did play with each other. That was a
good one right there.
Yeah, I guess KD didn't want to play because he literally left. But okay.
He's making points by him up.
All right. Next topic.
The Lakers front office is underrated.
We're gonna keep watching, but I'm gonna end that one right here. Lakers front office is underrated. Didn't the Lakers just sell the franchise? They just sold